you guys shouldn't be talking like that, man. I don't think there's any bad intentions. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
man.
bro. You know that's crazy.
So are you gonna call? She's just
They're
asking, are
literally
you gonna
talking
call?
while he's thinking.
Yeah,
That's
right
fucking
here.
crazy, dude.
Alright, I'm all in. What do you got?
Flash? Oh my god.
Back at it with session 2, huh?
Session 2 of just, talking about the Lucky Lady Casino live stream, yeah.
DJing it. What is that in front of you? You know what that is?
This, Statue of Liberty,
Yep. My future wife got me that.
Psycho.
I didn't say any names.
Well, I only know of one person who's been to New York recently.
Hey, if you could add 2 and 2 together.
What did she do in New York? Do you know?
I don't know. Just having fun, I guess. She met some friends.
You
Was with her
jealous?
family. Absolutely. I don't know if she met any guys out there. Dude, she's making a lot of money in poker. And I need somebody who could afford like my expensive taste, you know?
Why didn't she take you?
I need a woman that could put me in a poker game so I could be a whale at the 10-20 game.
Isn't that the dream?
That is a dream, man.
Right?
Finding a girl that could be work hard. Well, there was a post that I reposted. It's
Well,
like,
I meant being the whale. Just
oh yeah,
lifelong.
just being comfortable being a whale is amazing.
Yeah.
But I can't do that right now.
Sorry.
Hey, someday.
What post were you going to talk about?
I don't know if you saw it on Instagram like a while ago. I posted this girl. She was like working hard so my future husband could be a whale at the 10-20 game. Did you see that?
No.
So I saw this post on a random like thread, and I was like, it's really funny. So I reposted it, and I put like a bunch of heart emojis, not knowing she's a regular LA player. She's not big. That video just went viral.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's like a player that like I come across. I thought she was like some like out
You
of.
should bring her to the stream.
I know. I was like, damn. If you're looking for a husband to do, well, it's Liliana's friend, so she said she might do it.
Oh, Liliana knows her.
Liliana knows her, man. She was like, yeah, I almost invited her to the stream. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then
Why
I went there.
almost? Liliana, invite her to the stream.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of girl poker players that I would. Dude, I need to adjust this camera. This is picking up too much gold.
While you adjust that, I got to tell, so Liliana and other players, if you have friends who play poker who want to play on the stream, invite them.
If they're hot and they play poker, invite them to the Lucky Lady.
Or if they play poker.
Or, if they're hot. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get canceled.
Who's this person?
I don't know her name. I didn't like follow. No, but like that one post that I saw, she had like bazillion likes. I thought she was like someone popular. I didn't know it was someone like regular.
That's a good meme. That's a good content.
Dude, it was great. It was like she was on her laptop, like typing, clicking, ding, 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 ding. And then it was like working hard so my future husband could be a whale at the 10-20 game.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's the dream girl right there.
We're going to have a 10-20 game here
That's
soon.
the girl you would go to war for.
Yeah, I think when you... So, how's it going with you and the girls?
Great.
So, Psycho's your future wife. This girl's worth going to war for. Seeing a pattern.
Hey, it's a dry season, buddy. It's been a dry season.
But yeah, I think we're gonna have a 10-20 game here soon again. I saw Huge Cock Ken post about it. I think
do you see who he invited?
Martin Cabral.
Yeah.
Was invited.
He was invited.
He did. Huge Cock Ken put out the invite to Martin Cabral.
Hey, Martin Cabral, if you're out there, not like that.
The game 10-20 might be a little small. He might get excited and think he's getting invited to play 10K, 20K.
Saw that. Like 5K, 10K is a little small.
Yeah, I've just heard stories about him where he's like, if there's $100 chips on the table, the game's too small.
Hey.
Hopefully Martin Cabral shows up here, though. Plays with Huge Cock Ken and DGAF and Julia from Palmdale and Maverick.
No, he's going to get crushed.
Maybe I'll jump in there.
Oh, my God. Trash talking in that game would be the nuts.
That would be the nuts, right?
Yeah,
the banter
trash
with
talking,
DGAF.
Yeah, DGAF, Martin, that would be the nuts. Yeah. Who else would make a good lineup in that?
I mean, I would love to see Old Man Beer in there.
Old Man Beer is great. Old Man Beer would be amazing. You know when he's going to be here? Old Man Beer?
When?
July 19th.
Yup, during that.
You know who else is going to be here July 19th?
Who?
Everybody and their moms are going to be here.
Every poker player in LA.
Every poker player in LA is going to be at Lucky Lady on July 19th, which is our meetup game. DGAF is setting up these amazing games, mainly 2-3. They're going to be bigger games. They're going to be little games, lesser games. It's going to be like all types of games.
Yeah.
And we're going to have our lovely Melissa K.
Doing field reporting.
Field reporting.
Yep.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that
She always kills it. We got to set her stage. How are you? How are you with poker things, man? How's the poker life with you?
How am I? I am
Are you
taking.
still in the hospital?
I'm taking a break. Yeah, I'm in the hospital.
I think you're in the hospital.
I am.
You're in the construction site. You're building that.
I'm like, I get a little bit better. I start to feel better. So I just go, and then I get sick again. So I just have to wait till I'm fully healthy. You know
There
what I
we
mean?
go.
So that I
got a
don't
full
get
recovery.
sick again. You know. So
Any hot nurses in your hospital?
Melissa Kay is not a nurse, but you know.
Any single
She
hot
comes
nurses in
and
the
treats.
hospital?
Oh, for you?
That was the question we were
I
going
mean,
with. Buddy. That was the question we were going with.
What's your type?
I don't know. Actually, none of them would be my type because the girl that's my type who has to be a winning player in poker. So if you're in the hospital, then
Well,
they
they treat poker hospital patients. They're not actually in the hospital themselves.
damn, that was deep. I may need one of those myself.
Maybe you should go get sick and go find out.
Yeah, poker hospital sick. I would love that, man. I didn't take a long vacation.
So I'm really tilted to play live poker, and when you're tilted to play, you just shouldn't play because
Is that the key?
you make bad decisions, worse decisions, right? Like you're already at a certain level, and then you just take that level way down when you're tilted, which is why I'm not playing.
Do you wanna review two hands that I had literally before you came in?
That you played?
Yeah, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I
let's
I
go.
was like wanting you to weigh on it actually for me.
Let's go.
So I have Queen 7, and I raise it. This is the very next hand. Queen 7 of hearts. Flop comes rainbow, like 8 high, 9 high, something. No pair for me. He checks. I go all in. He tanks. He's like, I got a pair. I guess he had a bottom pair. I don't know. Mugs, and I show my Queen 7. I just take the pot down. Right? There's just like a tilt show, you know? Like he tilted me. I'm like, oh, here's my Queen 7.
So you show that's queen high,
Yeah, Queen high.
and he showed you that he folded a pair.
No, but I'm sure he had it beat because he was like thinking, he was tanking about it, whatever.
So you work here, right?
Yeah.
And then you're playing 1-2 with the people, with the customers, basically.
Yeah, I was helping to start the game. The game died. Everyone went to Big O, so there was like 5 players. The game was 500, and then I get filled up, and I'm like, they're sitting and playing.
And then they're tilting you,
They're tilting the shit out of
winning
me.
fucking $20 stacks, and then you're getting pissed off and showing them your queen high.
Now, all of these was a lead up
Okay.
to the last hand, right?
So you're nice and tilted now.
I'm like, well, no, because I got like, nah, at this point, I'm down like maybe like $40, $50, whatever. I'm not even tripping, right?
Yeah.
So this is the hand that I want to get your opinion. So after all this information,
All
right?
right. We got the setup. What do we got?
I sit down, another seat opens up. They're like, oh, the whole table's like seat open. I'm a big fish, seat open. I'm like, all right, I'll come back, I'll support same seat. I missed the blind, so I buy the button. So as soon as I put the chips in, as soon as I put the chips in, another player comes in. So I got to get up for them, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like you could have this seat, like I'm just going to play this hand. I have
The players
ace-
are like, no, we want Sean.
I know, no, they do. I have ace 9 of clubs, right?
Yeah.
This is the same guy, just imagine. I bet 15, and he calls me,
All right.
right? We're going heads up. Flop comes 9 high.
All right.
9 high.
And you have ace 9?
I have ace 9.
You have top pair.
Top pair, top kicker.
Yeah.
He checks, right? And I go all in.
So what's all in? How many chips did you have?
I have like 100. Whatever I got.
So the
up at,
pot's like what,
one-
$30, and
Yeah.
you go all in 100.
Yeah.
That's 3. Okay.
But this is the same guy that like literally like a couple hands ago I showed them the queen high.
So when you bluffed with the queen high, you also did like a jam
Yeah.
over bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly. It was way over. Like I was like 3x the pot.
So you mirrored. I learned
Yeah,
that
dude.
term. It's a fancy way of saying bluffed, I guess. I heard that term today. for the
Mirror.
first
I
time.
thought it was like repeating the same thing.
I guess. I
But
don't know.
I guess it works in both ways. So, anyways, I ship it, and it's tanking again. I'm like, oh my god, please call me this time,
Right.
And I'm giving a lecture to the whole table. I'm
Did
like,
you want him to call you if he's tanking?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What do you mean?
These guys are fucking nits, man. What if they're like?
No, it wasn't a nit player. It wasn't a nit player.
All right.
Dude, the guy bet $20 on a paired board with 7-3 of diamonds
All right.
on a flush draw.
Fair
So,
enough.
yeah, I'm like, hey, last time I did that, I had queen high. I might have king high this time. So I'm kind of like egging
Oh, you're
him on.
table talking.
Dude, I'm like fucking trash talking. I'm like, you gotta call me. You can't be a pussy now. And this guy is waiting to take my seat, right? So he's like waiting. He's like, what do you have? I'm like, I'm not gonna show you. Like, he's gonna call you. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna take the pot down. So I'm trying to like reverse bluff him, you know?
Right, right.
And I'm like, yeah, like last time I did that, I was queen high. Like, you want to call? You want to see my king high? And he's like, oh my god, I have a 9. I'm like, oh my god, I'm talking too much. He has top pair. I don't know if he's like telling the truth or not. He's like, but you're just doing that because you know I can't call. I'm like, why can't you call? You got a 9? And then I kind of like try to like act like I'm scared. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shut up now. You know, like I'm not gonna talk. Just making like I'm scared so he could call, whatever. It didn't work. He folded.
You folded.
He
Did he
folded.
show? Did he show
No.
9?
And I didn't show. And the guy who was behind me is like trying to take my seat. He's like, oh, let me see what you have. I'm like, bro, shut the I'm about to punch you in the face right now. I'm gonna get called on my value bet. And he's like, let me see. I'm like, bro, get out of here, man.
I love that hand, man. I love that you're like fucking working here, helping the game run, and then you're at the same time like you're in it, man.
Dude, I get tilted because like
you're
imagine,
invested emotionally. In
Imagine if he had like some bullshit hand, like right,
Yeah.
like Jack, Queen Jack, right?
Right.
And he calls me,
Yeah.
right? And somehow it comes river a Jack or a Queen, right?
Right.
I already promised my seat to the guy who's standing behind me.
So you know you're not gonna get a chance.
So
back
I'm not gonna get a
immediately.
chance. Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna go to Baccarat. So I'm gonna go. This is why I try avoid playing at Lucky Lady.
Yeah.
I swear to God, this is the reason.
Because you can't play in peace, uninterrupted.
Yeah,
Having
like
to get
something
up.
decision comes on the floor, I gotta like get up the table. That's why I like to go play Baccarat because if something comes up, it's a new hand. You know, everything's new, so I could go peel again. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
There's no like consequence of like the previous events.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why I try to avoid playing here. And I'm excited. I have a big game playing next Thursday, and I'm setting some action. We're gonna talk about that off the stream.
You have okay. We'll talk about it off the stream.
No, we could talk about it here. Actually, I don't care. Unless you don't want to. But yeah,
No, it's
I'm
up to
playing it. I'm playing a big game. I don't know if I'm selling action though,
Where?
because I'm gonna crush it. It's a private invite game,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be lit. I'm hyped for it. My day off, I'm finally gonna go play
What
poker. after
What are the
work.
stakes?
It's gonna be a 5-5-10.
Okay.
It's a big game for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna be a 10-20 game.
It's probably gonna be a 25-50 game.
Yeah, 25-50. There you go.
Like the game does play big.
You might find your future girlfriend there.
2 of them are gonna be there, so
2 of them? You already have a date. You already set up a
I
date.
wouldn't call it a date.
Well,
Yeah.
you already coordinated so that. You
Yeah,
know you
yeah,
are-
I made sure they're there. So I don't know, man. So I might go blow up my whole bankroll there.
Oh, good luck, man. That's
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
be fun.
I need it. I need it. I'm gonna. If I do win, you're gonna see me here balling on the block tables.
You need a break from here once in a while. Go out, have some fun.
No, I did. I do. I had 2 days off. Well, right now I'm not doing the best at the moment mentally, preparing. But
Because you haven't slept.
yeah, no, this is like different. This is like off like poker and work related. It's just like with all the shit going on in the Middle East right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason no sleep. It's not work related.
It's been very crazy.
It is crazy, man. It is crazy.
Do they got poker and gambling?
In Iran?
Yeah.
Dude, what do you mean? Absolutely. I have dude, you know my buddies wanted me to like open up a GG poker thing,
Uh huh.
and they would want to run it there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'll do it for you guys. But they were like, yeah, we want to do it with like dollar amount, and I'm like, yeah, but the dollar like fluctuates so much, like it's
Right.
not like it doesn't work. I could make a platform, like have like certain chips. You guys do whatever you want, and I did it for them. I did on Poker Bros. So they have
nice.
this like little group,
Yeah.
and they invite me to play, and like the currency exchange is like so like different. So like monetary value, like if you play like a 2-3 here, right? It's like you're playing like I don't know, like 5 cents, 10 cents.
Invite me to play, man.
Yeah, you could play
They
it.
need some whales.
It's not even about whales. Like
Some
so, like
fish.
for me, like I actually dunk off in that game a lot, cause like I'm buying in like $10 essentially. You know what I?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
With the
if you
exchange
do,
rate.
yeah, with the exchange rate, it's like literally like nothing. So I like literally dunk off, and they love having me there.
Everybody loves having you at their game, man.
And if I do win, honestly, I hope they don't see this. If I do win, I literally try to punt it off because I know it means a lot more to them than me. You know what I mean?
But you also try to punt it off every time, even here.
I don't try to punt it off all the time,
Really?
but sometimes I do get punted off.
Oh my god.
So-
Dude, some of the games last year, the 10-20 games, I would try to punt it off, but I kept hitting the boards. So
Oh, I remember those
It's
days.
like a blessing and a curse, or not a blessing and a curse, but like you can't win, because you're up a bunch and then you're trying to give it back, and then the dealers just
They make it
start
happen.
running you. So
They make it happen. What was that? Remember that one hand we played together when you hit a gutter ball, but I hit the higher straight with the gutter ball?
when was this?
I don't know. We're playing like upstairs on table 17. I had Jack 8, and then I was like no 7 on the river, and the 7 came on the river. You're like, just check it. I got there. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I remember.
got
I
there.
remember. Yeah.
Those are the ways that like I wish I could run every day. Those are like amazing hands.
Yeah, when the perfect river card that will
Perfect
get you
river
paid.
card.
So step one's making the hand. Step 2 is making
Getting-
your opponent make their hand that pays you.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was that? What was DGAF's session today? I was listening to. It's like it's been a while that I haven't made like a great hand, and another player makes a good hand that I could get value of.
Yeah. People don't realize like how good that is, you know, and how rare it is. A hand. I'm thinking about a hand with Aquila and Jeff. We made a video of it, and
Jack 7.
the Jack 7. So the 7 came on the river, which gave Aquila the full house, but the 7 was also a club, which gave Jeff the flush. So
the
that's the
flush.
kind of shit we're talking about. Like, you know, you make a full house, but your opponent makes a flush, and that's what they're looking for the entire time, and then you get paid.
Did you? Yeah, that was a crazy hand.
Yeah.
What's the title of that video? So people could go back and watch it.
Aquila says good night
Aquila says good night.
to Jeff or something
Yeah,
like that.
but the thumbnail is Jeff looking all sad, his hand over his mouth.
I don't know why that's the cover.
And that's like automatic. YouTube Shorts doesn't like picks the random things.
Yeah.
Is there a way to change it? Or not?
No, there is. I think there's a different one on Instagram and a different one on YouTube.
No, I know Instagram you can do it, but I don't know if
You could do it on YouTube too.
probably.
I'll actually have to change that. But yeah, I saw that one, and then I saw another one where, like, you know, she made a full house again, Ace Jack Jack.
On a fresh
And-
draw board with a top player.
Yeah, and the opponent had the ace as well with a flush draw. And
Alex, yeah.
That's how you get paid, man.
Hey, not me.
Not you. That
Not
doesn't
me.
happen. You're usually the guy with the ace ten of diamonds or the 9
I don't
of
know,
clubs,
man.
right?
Me and DGAF are on a, as he calls it, a glacier walk. Did you hear about that?
No.
It talks about there's a
What's that?
spectrum of like players. Some players are like Mariano, they're like sun running,
Mm,
and the opposite of that is like glacier walking.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's glacier walking. I'm like stuck in the glaciers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like deep down Titanic, like iceberg.
I feel like I'm there too.
You probably are there too, man. We are all. Like, I feel like anyone who does like good for the poker industry gets stuck in the glacier. I think that's what it is.
We gotta find the secret to sun running.
The secret to sun running. I don't know. Who's sun running here? I don't want to say it because they get upset.
I don't know.
There's-
I mean,
I know who.
I've been trying to watch to like find some hands, but I can't keep track of.
No,
Even when
know.
I'm playing, I can't even keep track of who's winning, how many times they've bought in or not.
I can. I'm
Who's,
really good at
who
those
is
things.
it? Who's sun running?
I don't want to say it
Why not?
because they get upset.
They get upset. Why do they get upset?
I don't know. Last time I mentioned it, they're like, "Don't say that." I'm like, "Okay."
Did they tell you why? Why?
Apparently, it takes away from their skill. I don't know.
It takes away from their skill.
I'm serious.
It makes them a worse player.
I have no idea. People think like they're running too good, so they would like not bluff to them as much. I don't know. They just say like, "Oh, I don't like that." I'm like, "Okay, I'll respect it. I won't say it."
Well, you're not going to say that they are running good because nobody knows who you're talking about.
Everyone knows who I'm talking about.
I don't.
You do.
I really don't.
I think you do.
I bet
There's
you
like
I
4
don't.
players who are running like super fire here. None of them are regulars though.
None of them are regulars.
None of them are regulars.
Is one of them Song?
Song is running hot. There you go.
I
That's
saw
fine.
him smoking outside.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is he here?
I told him to come play.
Oh, we need him in the game.
I hope he shows up.
No, I'm just making that up, man. There's like people sun running, but
Don't be scared, man. Who's sun running?
dude, I made that up. I literally don't. Nobody's sun running.
It's you.
I am sun running. I'm literally sun running in Baccarat. That's why I didn't want to say it.
All right. What night do they play on?
They haven't played in a while.
Really? All right. You're not going to say it.
They really haven't played in a while. Ku is sun running. He is. He doesn't play the stream, but he's sun running.
That's fucked up, man. I've never seen Koo win one time.
Ku's been winning, buddy. Ku's been winning.
You know, all right. I was thinking of things. I saw a hand with Trip and Shane. Where,
Oh, yeah.
Where I just saw the river. Like, I just know Shane bet like big on the river, and Trip goes all in, and Shane obviously has something good, so he's tanking. It's like $400 more to call, I think,
I made a video of that, but I haven't like posted
Oh,
it.
you did? Yeah, we got to get a video of that. That's going to be a good video.
Because I like fast forward like the whole tank. It's like a 10-minute tank.
So as Shane is tanking, I can't really see it on the broadcast or whatever, but I guess him and Carrie,
Yeah.
like they're I don't know what they say, but I wasn't there. I don't even know if they
Oh,
said
you're talking about
anything.
like Trip like losing it?
Yeah, Chip got like a little
Oh,
little
so this is what
upset.
happened. Let me get you what happened.
But it wasn't that big of a deal. He was really cool about it. He was like, I know.
I don't know. He overreacted a little bit. We love him, but he overreacted a little bit.
You think so?
Absolutely. Dude, Carrie is like the most sweetheart girl.
Yeah.
But the funniest comment he made, which is like doesn't make sense at all, was this. Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So let me go for people who missed it. Say what happened. So the board comes 3 hearts.
Put it on you.
Oh yeah. The board comes 3 hearts. Turn 7-9 gets a straight, and then the river is like blank.
So the flop was monotone. So
Monotone hearts.
So
all
a
hearts.
flush is possible on the flop.
Yeah. And the hands are Trip has king 10 of hearts.
Trip flush, flop the flush.
And
I don't know
Shane
what
has 2 5 of hearts.
Shane. He had a smaller flush.
He had a smaller flush. I thought, like, if you watch, I'm commentating, and I'm like, oh, Shane for sure has a straight, which I was wrong. So, anyways, like, he bets 3. There's a bet on the turn, call on the turn. He bets like small, like not small, like 300 to the pot of like 900, and then Trip, which covers him, jams all in. He has like 400 behind, and he's tanking for the longest time.
He's getting good odds to call.
He's getting amazing
And he has
odds,
a flush.
especially having flush. I didn't think he had a flush. I thought he had a straight.
Yeah.
When he was like tanking that long, I thought he had a straight. Like flush, it was like a crazy fold to me. But anyways, so someone on the chat is like, me and the chat are like talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, like what does he have? He has a straight. Can he call with a straight? Blah blah. And then I think Steven R was in the chat. New chat member. Shout out to
I like
chat
Steven R.
stars. He's like, oh yeah, with the price he has to call. And then someone's like, is he gonna call? Blah blah. So Corey in the back, really like very very casual, just like looks at him. I was like, are you gonna call?
Because
then
he's
that's
tanking. Because he's tanking.
Tanking,
So long.
and then Chad is asking. So he's like repeating the Chad question to him,
Right.
with no bad intention. He's
Right.
like, because you can see her, she's looking at the TV like this, and as soon as Chad comes up, she's like, "Are you gonna call?" Like, look at him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then he turns around, but he doesn't say anything. He's like tanking, and then he folds. And then Trip loses it in the middle of a hand. He's like, "You guys can't be doing that in the middle of a hand. I don't know. For all I know, she could be a pro player behind you."
Right.
And
And
then-
Trip's out of state. He did move, so he's like not familiar with the regs. Like Shannon and Carrie are here all the time.
All the time,
like,
all the time.
And they're always like sitting together, and no one like.
No one ever
There's-
objects to
yeah,
it.
no-
Like, even if, like, Shane shows her his cards,
Yeah, no
and
one
they make
cares.
it, I don't,
Right.
like, I'm like, cool. I'm like, whatever, yeah,
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the comment that you might be a pro, like, why would a pro sit behind and not on the table?
Right.
You know, like, you could take all your money. It's a public game. So, yeah, that was a funny comment.
I think he just wanted the call. And
No,
he was
but I think
upset
he was
and
upset. He was
about
upset
not
about
getting
the call.
and,
Yeah, that was definitely it.
Yeah.
But also, what was I gonna say? He did realize that he was like off wrong a little bit,
Yeah.
and then out of everybody, you know who was like being the mediator and like calming the situation?
Quan.
Quan.
Quan's awesome.
That guy looks like he's been like in prison.
Well, he looks like tough and mean, but he's super nice,
Dude,
man.
he's super nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he's super nice
He's
guy.
super nice, and he's
social,
like
fun.
mediating. He's like, yeah, man, like don't talk to her like that. Which is like, well, it makes sense, man. Like, yeah, what you're saying is right,
Yeah.
but you don't need to go to that extent.
Right.
And like Shane was like, bro, you're right. Like, yeah, but like that didn't influence my section. But you're right. Like, and just let it go. But he wouldn't let it go for like.
I like moments like that to watch.
I know, yeah. So
And like
Trip-
we've all been there, like on both sides, like accused of doing something we're not even doing, right? Like Shane and Carrie were clearly not doing anything wrong, and
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know,
no.
you get accused, and then we've also been in the other side where we're the ones like, what the fuck, you can't do that shit, that's fucked up, right? So that's just poker, you know.
They've all done that. We've all done.
One time I was playing here, and like we were playing. It was like a couple years ago, and it ended up being. And I know you remember this night because somebody ended up getting banned. But we were we stayed. It was 3-handed. It was me, Gio, and I forget his name, another guy, and we're pretty much just playing and we're deep stacked. We started off 2-3 and like I have like 6K, someone has 4K, Gio has like 2, right? Gio's trying to make his money back. And it was Weez, that's his name. And me and Weez are like winning and like we're just, I think Gio's just losing to us. So we're playing and like I'm very aggressive right now. I used to be way more aggressive. I was like raising everything, 3-betting everything.
Are you talking about the out there?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a long time
I was
ago?
just raising everything, 3-betting everything, pre-flop, doesn't matter, right? We're 3-handed. Like, we're deep. Like, we're not going to play 2-3, right?
Yep.
So, eventually, I think Weez, like, must have, like, started getting upstuck a little bit. And he had a lot. Like, he had, like, 5, 6K. I don't remember how much he had, right? Pretty much there was one hand where, you know, Gio raised, and before I acted, I mean, I already was going to 3. I've been doing it every hand. Gio was like, oh, here comes the re-raise or whatever. And I did it, and this guy Weez was like, all right, that's fucking it. Like, you guys are colluding, this and that. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, we've been playing for hours. Like,
he's like winning big.
yeah, like you're, I don't know, dude. It was weird, but you know, he thought we were colluding and we weren't.
Go ahead and do a 3-bet. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that was that. So
I almost got punched that night.
you almost got punched.
Yeah. Dark times,
Well,
man.
I'll say what happened. So like, God, it was such a long time ago. I think since he said like this is what happened. He wanted his money back. So like the hand finished, right? Because Weez had raised, and when Gio re-raised him, and I went over the top. The hand had finished, and Weez was like, I want my $100 back, because he lost 100 in that hand. And
That's exactly right. So he's sitting on seat number 8, and Gio is sitting on seat number 3 or 4.
yeah. So they're sitting on opposite sides of
Yep.
the table. And I'm like kind of in the middle.
You're on
right?
seat 7.
Seat 7.
This is an 8-handed game.
Yeah. So I'm over here like saying like, you're tripping, like chill out, like no one's colluding.
Yep.
And
yep.
Gio's over here like, fine, I'll give you your 100. Like, oh, fine. And he gave him the 100. And then I was like, dude, don't fucking pay him. Like, we're not doing anything wrong. Why are you paying him? That's like some Robbie shit, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're
why
admitting
would you
to,
give
like,
the money
fraud.
back? You
Yeah.
know, unless so I was like, one, we're not doing it. So why are you paying him? And then Weez gave the $100 back to Gio.
He didn't give it back.
But when he's sitting on seat 9. So the way he gave it back was he threw it across the table.
It hit the rail.
And it hit the table, but then it came off to the floor.
Hit him in the chest. Or it hit him, I think.
It hit Gio?
I think so. I don't remember.
I don't want to
remember.
say it wrong. I don't
Yeah,
think it hit Gio.
I don't know if maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on
the
that.
act of the chip
Yeah.
being thrown in Gio's direction.
The way it was thrown, it wasn't like, oh, here's like a chip, like a smooth throw.
It was
like,
an
it was a
angry,
little bit, like a
tilted
little
throw.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, here's your 100 back. Like, throw it at it. Yeah.
And it fell on the floor. And I immediately knew, because I was playing with Gio like every week during that time, I was like, this guy's going to fucking lose it. And Gio got up and started walking towards Weez. And I stood in the middle. Gio's a lot bigger than me.
Before that happened, he gets stuff off the table. He's
Yeah.
like, don't throw the chip. Come pick it up.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to defuse the situation. So I'm hearing all this, right? I'm like, it's okay, guys. So I go and pick up the chip. And Gio's like, no, put it down. You come pick it up. And then that's when he starts walking towards him. Yeah, so I put the chip already on the table.
So you had picked up the chip, put it on
Yeah,
the table.
yeah.
But by that time, he's like, no, I want him to pick it
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
And that's when he started
exactly
walking
what
over.
happened. Yeah,
That's when
exactly
I try to stand up to get in the middle so he doesn't physically come in contact with him.
Exactly.
And Gio's a lot bigger than me, just fucking moves me aside. And he grabs Weez. He's like, pick that shit up. And Weez is like, I'm sorry.
He's like, I don't feel safe here. Yeah, I remember that.
He got scared. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
yeah, no.
So like I heard that he took a lift home.
I don't remember this perfectly. I don't want to say it wrong, but I think he picked up, like when I put the chip back on the table, he like grabbed it, Gio grabbed it and put it back on the floor.
Yeah.
I was trying to make him like go pick it up.
Oh man, that was fun. So the game broke.
Yeah, that was the last hand.
Yeah.
There was someone else on the table too, or it was just like 3 of
There
you?
was another guy on the table.
There was another guy on the table too.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen him in a while.
Who was
But
on the
I
table?
would see him for a while. It might have been AW or it might have been it's just some guy I don't remember.
I don't think it's a guy that plays here as much anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his last night too. I don't know.
We saw him again at another casino and we laughed about it. Not Weez, we saw the other
Oh,
guy
the other
that was
guy?
at the table. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but yeah, that was a fun time. And I got in trouble the day.
You got in trouble that day?
The day after, yeah.
For that game?
No, for getting involved. They're like, oh, whenever something happens in the casino, you're not supposed to get involved.
Oh.
because I was holding Gio back, and he almost like threw a punch and like missed me by like an inch.
Yeah.
I felt the whiff of it.
But he wasn't trying to punch you.
No,
He was trying to get
not at all.
wheezed.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But I was some good old times, man. Some
Yeah.
good old times.
Gio's a big dude. I don't think we could have done anything, man.
When is this going up, by the way?
I don't
You know?
know. Maybe Monday.
No, because Monday I probably gotta post up the pre-show of the. Am I doing the whole thing again?
Maybe
Yeah.
this weekend or Tuesday. I don't know when we're gonna.
This could be any time. No, because I was thinking about doing it before the public games this week.
I mean, at that point, we might as well do it before the public games the following week.
There we go. That's actually
What's
good.
tomorrow? I
Tomorrow's
might have time to edit this tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the 21st.
I might have time to edit this tomorrow.
But I gotta post it, and if I post it, like, because we're gonna go live at 7, so we can't post it by 7.
You're talking about 7 p.m.
Yeah, tonight. Well, the day of recording.
Oh, you want to release this tonight?
No, I was thinking about it, but then I was like, can we?
We could. I have my laptop. I could edit it.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so if anything, if this does go up, we do have 2 public games coming this week, right?
Yeah.
We got the Saturday and the Sunday.
You know what? There's gonna be a public game happening right now at the time of release of this video.
Yeah, but we're not gonna be at the release of this video.
Yeah, because we might not release it by 7, but we'll release it by like maybe
11ish.
8. The game will still be running.
Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can figure that out.
Yeah.
No problem. Anyways, yeah. So there's public games. Either this Sunday, Saturday you're watching, or the next Saturday, Sunday. We're gonna have public games. 2, 3. Get on Poker Atlas. Put your name up. Where's the camera? Right there. Yeah. Make sure you get on Poker Atlas. Put yourself in. They're fun games. And if you guys want to play with this guy, come on, man. Get yourself noticed. He's gonna be back in the scene within hopefully the next.
August. I'll be
There
back
you
in
go.
August. But there's going to be a fun game right now on Friday. It's happening. It's public. Aquila's in the game. Dragon Man. It's
Reza.
Reza. It's a public game, so public stream. Sunday, there's a public stream game as well at 1:30 p.m. Sign up for that one.
They're all gonna be lit.
Yeah.
All right, that was just like a little teaser in between. Do you have anything else to talk about? Do you have any Baccarat stories? I have a Baccarat story.
I don't have a Baccarat story, but I have one more thing I want to talk about. Derek and Psycho Hand. They played a big one.
Ooh, the Queen 8.
Yeah, the Queen 8. Derek flopped a flush. I mean, a straight.
Straight.
And he did the thing where, like, you check for deception, right? Check for I don't fucking know. A lot of people do this. When I make the nuts, I bet. But a lot of people, when they make the nuts, they check, right? I mean, it's good because obviously, like, I've seen them win a lot of money doing that. So they check. He checks
He checks.
on the flop. Queen
Correct.
8. The flop is what? Jack 10.
Jack 10, 9.
Jack 10 9, right?
Yeah. That's Queen 8. Yeah, Jack 10, 9.
Queen 8's a flop. So he checks. Psycho bets 120. I think the pot's 200. He calls. Slow plays. The
Flacco.
turn's a jack. And at this point, Psycho bets 120 again.
Ship it.
Now he raises. However, Psycho has Jack 10.
Wait, he shipped it or he raised?
No, he raised.
Oh, okay.
So Psycho turned a boat, and he decides to raise to 500. Psycho now slow plays her boat, which I like because he might find a fold if she jams.
Yeah, that could be a jack. That could be anything. Yeah.
Yeah, but like once she bets and he raises, if Psycho were to jam, I think he could hero fold his
Well,
straight.
Derek would have never folded that regardless.
Right.
Alabama Derek wouldn't have. But another player might have.
Another player might have. So
Might have. Yeah, I do like the call. I would have called that.
Psycho calls, and then the river was a king, so Derek's hand gets upgraded from a queen high straight to a king high straight, and he decides that's fucking good enough. He goes all in. Psycho snaps with a boat.
Hey, he could have had King Jack.
He could have had king jack. He could have rivered a boat.
Yep. Nope, not to us.
Do you like the all in on the river, or do you like the pot's like 1,300 I think, and you have a stack of like 1,600.
I would have checked it.
You check it.
I would have checked it. I would have checked called. I would have
then-
checked called anything. So regardless, the money would have gone in.
What I like is betting like 700 and folding if Psycho jams.
2 extra like 300. You would just like keep the extra 300.
No, the stack was like 1,600.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the stack after calling the $500.
Yeah. So the pot's like 1,300.
Oh,
Derek's stack is like 1,600. And these are rough numbers.
yeah. I wouldn't jam all in. I didn't know that. I thought like the 1,500 was before he put in the 500. In.
I don't know. The river, that's the setup on the river.
So he had so on the river he has 1,600 in his stack.
In his stack, yeah.
So I would not go all in. Never mind.
You-
I thought he
you
had like
prefer to-
seven.
you prefer
I
to
thought he had
check?
600-700 behind. That's why.
You prefer to check call? Because what if Psycho just checks back?
I would. You know what I would do there? I would bet super small and fold to a jam.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
How much would you bet?
Super small. Like I'm
What?
talking about like 300.
300?
That's probably what I would do.
I would go a little bit bigger, like 700. Only because I would level myself if I make it 300. I feel like some players would take advantage
But
of a
that's
small
so
bet
rough 'cause,
and,
like,
and raise
Any
as a bluff.
queen, like
But they don't bluff. They never fucking bluff, right? So,
yeah, especially with like Psycho.
but what do we know?
No, cause like if you do like what is it?
Psycho bluffs. I've seen her bluff.
No, Psycho bluffs. No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like with Psycho, but like on a 4-card straight, like right now, any queen you're chopping essentially, right? Any queen you're chopping, why? That's the only hands that are gonna get value are the chops, or a hand better than yours.
You get value from a jack.
I don't know if a jack would just value like just call it. I wouldn't call it with a jack. They're playing jack on that board, especially on a pre-flop race. Well, these streams are a little different.
Anyway, yeah.
Would you call with a jack right
Well,
there?
that's that hand.
If I bet 500, you have ace jack. You call there?
I
Well,
wouldn't,
not me,
I wouldn't
'cause-
want to, but I might. I wouldn't want to, but I might.
Well, a lot of people might fold. See, that's a polarized spot. A lot of people might fold. So 700, 800, you would still like find a call with an ace jack?
Maybe.
I doubt it. I mean, actually, you would call. You wouldn't call me
No.
because I would. It depends on the player a lot.
It depends
too.
on the player.
Yeah.
And to most players, I would just say no.
Yeah.
I would not call.
If I bet, like you for sure folding.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good to know. I could.
But see, if I have a jack and it goes check, I might bet my jack small. Like if
Yeah.
you have the straight
Yeah.
and I have the jack and you check, I might bet to get a little bit of value with the jack. But
But I call you with a straight.
yeah, so I guess I don't fucking know. I don't know how to play poker.
Hey,
be
me and you
honest.
both, buddy.
Anyway.
Me and you both.
Yeah, that's like a perfect segue to maybe talking about. I mean, I have nothing else up here. I got a text from Welcome Matt. He might come down later.
That's nice. All right, I guess it's 5:30. I gotta go set up the room and stuff for the stream tonight. Welcome Matt's gonna be here.
Maybe.
He'll probably play the tournament and then play the game. That'll be lit.
Maybe.
We love Welcome Matt and Aquila together. That was a perfect duo. I
Yeah.
feel like that's the lineup that everyone should be in.
They haven't had many hours together yet on the show.
No,
They need to.
they need to. We need like 14 mics though. But we do need to.
Yeah, come on down to the public games. Come on down to Lucky Lady
There we go.
It's
You
a
guys
fun
heard it
time.
here first.
Be
If
a
you guys want to
part.
play,
of the community. Oh, last thing, the community here, the player pool, super chill, super nice. I was thinking about it.
99%.
99%, and then like the 1% that show up, like they just realize like they're like the outsiders and they just
Yeah.
don't come back.
Exactly.
Like, it's just like a bunch of cool, chill
If you're a
people.
nit, don't come down here.
And if you do come down here, you're not gonna have fun.
You're not gonna have fun. You're gonna be. Also, don't be that player on the table that tells other people how to play. That's so annoying to me. That's so annoying to me. Oh my god, I 3-bet that hand and you call me with Queen Jack offsuit on the small blind. Like that's position. You don't get the money.
Yeah,
you don't get the
those
price.
guys usually don't come back.
I know. I'm like, you don't get the right price to call. Blah blah. I'm like, what is the right price to call?
Yeah.
The right price to call is you are annoying and I'm trying to snipe you and like tilt you.
Yeah.
So I call with a gutter ball. I did that the other day.
And did it work?
I literally called with a gutter ball.
Just
So
because you wanted to stack them.
I had King Jack, flop ace queen.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Bet, call. Turn. Bet decently big call. Jam all in, call. I'm like, I don't have that much in my stack, whatever. I risk it. I ship it. 10 on the river. And I got them both.
Damn.
And so one of them had a set. So
Damn.
I
Good for
was
you.
like, I was like, yeah, sometimes that's the reason we call. So
And by the way, those players that are say that stuff, they don't come back. Not because they don't get invited back. They just don't come back.
they don't come back
They just don't like it.
because they're like, oh,
Everyone's too like chill and fun here.
that's so. That, oh my god! I thought we were not recording for a second. I got scared, but we are.
No,
recording.
we've been. Yeah, I know. Everybody here is like too chill, too fun.
No, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something funny that I completely forgot. I don't know. I don't remember.
All right, buddy. Well,
Yeah.
let's get to work and yeah.
Alrighty. So we got this, and yeah. Alrighty. We'll catch you on tonight's live stream. Later, chat.